Black out, black out, black out. I ain't trying to look at y'all today, so just kick back, get you a cigarette, roll up a blunt, get you something to drink, and get ready for Chicago Drill Talk, the #1 underground station on YouTube, boy. Get ready, Chicago Drill Talk, we coming, man. No music in the back, baby. These are raw facts. It's your boy, your host, Double M. I don't know why. Sorry for y'all saying, the DJ. I am not a DJ. This is your boy, Double M, a.k.a. New Beat. The head runner right here on Chicago Drill Talk, man. And I'm going to let you brothers know, man, when I'm telling you these stories, they're coming straight from the hood. They real street leaders, real go-getters. People looked up to these people, man. So, man, I ain't even monetized, man, but I'm asking y'all, man, help me out at Frankie Baby $27 and Cash App, man. FrankBaby $27, man. They keep me in the mix, man. I'm throwing stories after stories. These boys probably gonna start eating off me, and I ain't even eating at all. But it's all good. I do this for the love. Your boy Double M. Now back to the basics. This story right here, we're gonna take it back out west. And we're gonna start going back out south in a minute, but we're gonna take it back out west again to a hood that started with one letter. And it basically means murder. No, it ain't Murder Town. That's out south. But when we say murder, we do mean murder. We mean ghost town, west side shit. Take it all the way back. Egyptian cobras, souls, GDs. Sorry about that. We're gonna take it back again. K-Town. The origins, Killer Town, the origins, baby boy. Murder Town, we're gonna take it back, way back to the Murder Town, to the Ghost Town, to the K-Town. This one goes all the way back to the 60s and 70s, man. We talking about Egyptian cobras, Roman saints, Black Souls, Trayels, Maniac Gangsters, BGDs, Black Disciples, Soul Brothers. All these gangs originate and come up out this area on the southwest side called K-Town, which is the meaning of Killer Town. It's the acronym to these words. K-Town, Killer Town. All the streets in Killer Town start with a K except one, and that's Trip. It's in the middle of K-Town by Franklin Park, which is controlled right now to this day by the Breeds and a few souls. Today, K-Town is nothing like it used to be, since this man has been gone from it. He was really the idol of K-Town, the statue of K-Town, the face of K-Town. And when he left this earth, this whole hood changed. This is the story the hood tells, allegedly. Everything in this story is allegedly. Yeah, it's the Blackout Chicago Drill Talk Hour, because it's a deep one. Names have been changed to protect the innocent. This is a real story, allegedly. Hood rumors. That's how we taking it, boy. We taking it back to the K-Town, like I said. The chief of K-Town, the face, everything. He made K-Town stand supreme for all folks back in the days. Even though he rise to become something else. He made K-Town rise up for all the folks. And when he stepped up, Everybody did. Yeah. And I ain't talking about the GDs or the BDs. I'm talking about the chief of K-Town, man. Marcellus Boyd's, a.k.a. Skull. And this is the story on how Chief Bosco got crowned the press of the rink. Let's go. Marcellus Boys, we ain't getting to description. We cannot get into too much description of Marcellus Boys, considering that he was under the code of silence, and the man that speaks this story is also under the code of silence. So therefore, certain things cannot be spoken, names will be changed, dates will be changed to protect the innocent. Let's go. This is the story of Chief Bosco. Marcellus Boys was a young boy who come up in the areas of Cape Town through Van Buren and Gladys. He had an uncle that was the Don, named Booney Black, was the Don of all Dons. Booney was from the royal family, which was a clique of all high-ranking gang members in Chicago. So as Booney's up the river, as he gets locked up and he's doing 17 years, this is in the late 70s. So he's doing 17 years. So his nephew, Chief Bosco, had assembled a team of guys around him. Early Earl, his boy Early Earl, Top Deezy Doggy, and Wanky, and others. Like I said, because this person is up under the code of silence, things can get told all the way. Please don't be offended. Marcellus, from his uncle being the Don of the gangsters, black gangsters. At the time, Marcellus went to Marshall High School with his boy Gangster Earl and others. At that time, Marcellus was a maniac gangster. He went to John Marshall High. Like I said, he was a maniac gangster. And from his uncle being the Don, Marcellus had it for all the folks in Marshall. The maniac gangsters, the BGDs, the Souls, the BDs, and any other gang that was folks. Marcellus was the leader, the first commander. As time rolls on, Marcellus was getting money, having children at high school and things. It was a regular gangbang life, but he always got along with all gangs and got money with all gangs. That was always his style. But he loved his gang, his organization to the death, which by that time, they were calling themselves the Trey L's or the Triple L's. So as Marcellus does what he does, getting his money, he gets off into a deep connect on opiates. You guys know what opiates is. Like I said, things have been changed. Marcellus was one of the most powerful men on the street that controlled the blue opiate that he had. A lot of hustlers did not have this opiate. Skull had a very good connection. Don't know if it was Sinaloa, medicine, or what, but he definitely had a good connection. But stories to tell as time go on. Sellers would have power struggle issues with other members of the mob, like Professor Burt, and others. One gangster named Marshall Field, Luck Marshall Fields, was also a high-ranking gangster up through the K-Town area of Van Buren and Gladys as well. And he also got a lot of money through the K-Town area, Carson, Van Buren, Carson, Adams, and more. These guys rose up in the late 80s and 90s, controlling K-Town with an iron fist, across from Van Buren all the way up to 21st and Cermak. Marcellus boys even had meetings where he would march with his gangsters through K-Town with a get down or lay down attitude. Either you come in triple L or you gonna have to bail. That was the situation. One night, Sco had got into it with a soul named Pancho Bonds that was a real high-ranking member, and Sco wanted him to know that it was going to be new around here, new things. The souls was getting money, and they wasn't helping no other folks eat. They were also at war with each other, sticking up each other over heroin spots. So the Souls used to be the most unified gang in K-Town before the Egyptian Cobras. The Egyptian Cobras was also unified. They were also a people gang that flipped folks because they got tired of fighting the vice lords. So they became folks. The Egyptian Cobras died out. The Black Souls, they shrunk in the areas of K-Town, but they grew in other areas. Their inside war with the Black Souls within each other let Marcellus and the new breeds march through and conquer. As the word has it, allegedly, Pancho Bonds' garage got blew up and burnt up that day. Allegedly, word was through K-Town that Marcellus and his gangsters had took care of business. So as Marcellus' name rings bells all through K-Town, people are getting kind of shook, guessing and thinking when would he walk through their block with 100 soldiers. So one day, Marcellus himself had a situation. By this time, things was getting real ugly. It was a situation. Parental discretion is advised. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. If you just came in, this is the story of Marcellus Boyce, the chief of K-Town. Marcellus and his guys, by this time, it's the 90s, early 90s, and the Trey L name and the Triple L name on the streets have turned to the new breed name now. There's still black gangsters in the penitentiary, but now on the streets, black gangsters is known as the new breed concept, which Marcellus brought in with his movement. So as him and the Don talked, the Don gave him the blessing to handle everything as chief. The Don was getting out in a few years, but Sco around, I would say, the early 90s, there was a situation at the rink. The rink was a skating rink on, I think, the northwest side that a lot of gangs used to hang out in. It was actually a skating rink where they had other little games in there. So all the gangs used to hang out in this spot on the weekend. So one weekend, it was an altercation between Marcellus and some vice lords, conservatives. As the situation went on, it was a shootout. couple people got hit on the CVL side. One person on the Breeze side got grazed. But altogether was 3 men down. So this situation escalated even more because people, vice lords and kings, did not want no folks in the rink. So after the shooting, Marcellus had a together meeting with his guys. Can't say too many names, but he also ordered all his guys to get the guns and put blanks in all the guns. All the Breeze were talking to Chief and asking him, "Are you sure, Chief? What are you about to do? We can't do anything with blanks," one of the Breeze said. And Sco told him, "Just load them up, Pride. I know what I'm doing." So as the Breeze loaded up their Tech 9s, handgun Glocks, and everything, Marcellus, he has 2 twin Glocks, and he's loading real bullets in his. So the night of the rink, Saturday, the Latin Kings were in the rink deep this night. So stepped in the new breeds. They were pretty deep as well, at least 30 soldiers. Latin Kings probably were like 50. So as the situation was, you could feel the tension in the air. All this at a skating rink where games and things happening. You could feel the tension in the air. So as the night progressed, everything was cool. But I think some guy tried to grab Cellus's girl's hand. So it was an altercation that kind of got spilled into another situation where all the new breeds had left the skating rink and went outside. I guess they were getting in position for what their chief told them. So it's about all these breeds, they went outside, started ducking behind cars and bushes. So as they in position to do what they do, Marcellus tells the kings, I'll be outside by myself, and y'all better not step out there, or it's gonna be a problem. But then as he says that, he turns around again and smiles and says, "Nah, man, I'm finna go home. I'm good on y'all, king." So as Marcellus leaves the rink, all of a sudden, the kings, one of them says, "Let's get that nigga, he's by himself now." So Marcellus is done left out the rink. He turns the corner. He's walking to get in his car. As soon as the kings spot him, they come running out at him. But as they running out at him, let me take this story back. So as they running out, allegedly, because I don't want to say this definitely, but allegedly after the king stepped out of the ring, they stepped out. All the new breeds with the blank guns started shooting. Foo, 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 foo. People are hollering and screaming. So as they're hollering and screaming, all the people are running to the left. The left is the way that Marcellus went. So as the guns are going off and people is running, Marcellus is to the left with 2 twin Glocks. So as everybody is running towards him, he's shooting one by one. Pop, 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 pop. When the smoke cleared, rumor was, allegedly, 10 people had got shot. I don't know how many died allegedly. But that night, that was the night that Marcellus boys got crowned the king and the chief of K-Town. Share, comment, and like. It's your boy Double M. I'm gone.